All right. So version 2.0 was announced a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. I don't know when you're watching this, so it could be 2 days ago, 3 days ago, a week from now. Who knows? They showed a bunch of characters. They look interesting. A lot of characters look interesting, but the character that I'm most excited about is none other than the Electro Archon Baal. And I wanted to speculate about what her skills can be. You know, not gonna go too deep into like the numbers, just a little bit, but not too deep into the numbers, right? And yeah, this is a disclaimer. This is not leaks. This is not like real information. This is just me speculating and just having fun, just thinking about what her skills can be. This is just letting you right now. This is not real. This is just me talking about it. Okay, we got it. Okay, cool. All right. So let's start with her normal attack. Her normal attack, let's just say something like Kazuha. Not exactly like Kazuha. Something like, when the last attack in Kazuha, he somehow just vanishes, and then you see a bunch of slashes, and then he pops back out, and then he puts the sword back. That kind of thing, or like Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact when she just attacks, and then you just see a bunch of slashes, and then she pops out again, and then that sequence, I want that in her normal attack. I don't care how they do it, they just need to have it. All right, they need to have it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about. That's the normal attack. Let's move on to the E, or her special skill. Her E, on activation, deals 150 AoE damage and converts attack damage to electro. Pressing E a second time at any time slashes forward, dealing 250 damage. The duration of the E is 10 seconds and the cooldown is 13 seconds. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, all right? I know it sounds ridiculous. Let's talk about it. So basically, on activation, she does this AoE electro damage. Like, I keep going back to Raiden Mei, but like Raiden Mei when she does her whole charge on Honkai Impact, it gets like electro AoE damage, something like Raiden Mei. And then after you use your E, after she does that, she transforms her sword into like electro, like Hu Tao, something like Hu Tao. And then you just attack doing electro damage. We're not gonna go into the damage of that, but press, and then when pressing E a second time at any time. So basically, pressing E a second time will do a slash forward, dealing 250 damage. So basically, double the first activation. And it doesn't matter when you press it. That's why I said pressing a second time at any time. So it doesn't matter when you press. So if you press it once and then you press it again right after the first activation, you'll just do it, right? So that's how her E works, and it sounds cool, right? Also, before we get into the ultimate and the talents, let's just say her dodge mechanic is something like Hu Tao, something like Hu Tao, but more like something like, again, like Raiden Mei, because her dodge thing in Honkai Impact is kind of similar to Hu Tao, but the difference is she does damage when she goes through enemies. So let's just say the Raiden Shogun or Baal goes through enemies with her dodge and does a little bit of damage. I'm not gonna go into like how much damage, just a little bit. All right. Let's talk about the ultimate, the Mosono Hitotachi. All right, pierces enemies with lightning arrows and explodes them after 3 seconds. Explosion damage is 800%. Arrows damage before explosion 40% every 1 second. Let me explain what this ultimate does. So I got the idea of raining down arrows, and also the name, from the story with Kazuha talking about his friend and wanted to see divine punishment. If you haven't seen it, just look it up, or I guess I'll leave in the description below. Anyway, so the Masono Hitatachi from what I've seen, I guess she flies up and rain down arrows. I don't know. This is just me speculating, right? So let me tell you how she does it. So let's just say something like Kiana, her share of the void from Honka. I keep going back to Honka, but this is like the only like visual representation I can like show you without just making you close your eyes and think about it, right? So she goes up in the air, rains down a bunch of arrows, right? And then for 3 seconds, it does 40% damage every 1 second, right? So for 40% every 1 second for 3 seconds. If that makes sense. Can you follow me? Are you following me? You get it? For 3 seconds, and then after those 3 seconds end, let's just say she snaps her fingers and those arrows just explode, right? Doing 800% damage to whoever was pierced by the arrows, right? Let's not make it too ridiculous like AoE. You know what I'm saying? Well, the arrows raining down are AoE, but the explosions, let's just say they're not, okay? That's it. That's her ultimate, and let's just call it Mosono Hitotachi. All right, let's move on to the talents. This talent, let's read it together. Oh, I'll read it for you, I guess. Any attack marks a target and does 75% electro damage based on Baal's attack for 9 seconds, every 2 seconds, and lowers electro resistance by 20% and paralyzes them for 1 second every marker damage. Let me explain this. I know it sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me explain it. So basically, doing any kind of damage, right? You do a normal attack or what? Let's just say you do a damage with your E. Okay, fine. Let's switch it to E damage. Marks an enemy. So you have this marker like Hu Tao. Marks an enemy, or like a marker like Child. So marks an enemy and does 75% electro damage based on Baal's attack for 9 seconds. So for 9 seconds, that marker is going to stay there. And every 2 seconds, it does 75% damage. So every 2 seconds it procs, and as for 9 seconds with the marker is on the enemy, it lowers their resistance for electro by 20%. And paralyzes them for 1 second every time the marker procs. So every 2 seconds when the damage happens, it freezes them for 1 second or paralyzes them, and then they can move again. Something, that's just cool. Don't you think that's cool? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's just talent one. Let's move on to talent number, the second talent. I'm not gonna name any of these talents because I have no idea, and it's just a waste of time. I guess this is a waste of time too, because they could be totally different and she could be weak as hell. But if they do that, then it's gonna be a problem, and then they gonna buffer like what happened with Zhongli, and then she's gonna be broken. But anyway, talent number 2 increases 10% of overall damage every time Baal attacks a marked enemy. Maximum damage bonus is 50%. So basically, every time she attacks someone who's marked by her, talent number 1, which she marks an enemy with any attack or with her E, however you want it to be. So 10%, every attack. So it don't matter what kind of attack. So any attack you do, 10%, maximum 50%. So this is overall damage, okay? That is kind of just ridiculous. So that's her second talent. If they do this, bro, she's broken. She's just broken. All right, let's move on to the last talent number 3. Most characters talent level 3 is kind of like useless, but I kind of wanted to be with her. I kind of wanted her to be kind of useful. Well, this is actually kind of useful. So this third talent increases crit rate of Inazuma party members by 15%, and this also includes her, obviously. So you basically, anyone who's from Inazuma and the party, if she's in the party, increases crit rate by 15%. Like, that's just, that's sick. Like, mihoyo should probably listen to what I'm saying, but probably like lower some of the things, because if they do that, she's just broken as hell. Like, imagine her with Zhongli. Yeah, bro. But yeah, that's that's what I, want her to have, I guess. It could be a little bit less, but the thing that I want the most is the normal attack thing, when she like kind of gets the slashes. And yeah, that's it. This is what I, think, and hopefully she gets something like that. Because if she's weak, because she's Electro, and Electro is it's not that strong. The elemental reactions with Electro is not that strong. So they need to make her like Shao, and just does damage. It doesn't matter if she's using reactions. All right, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you know what do you think of these ridiculous skills, and comment below if you have any other ideas for her skills. You can comment them down below. I want to see what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. Have an amazing day, and stay hydrated. And yeah, peace.